Right now, we're going to talk about the basic foundation of neutral wrestling, which is your stance and the type of position that you should be. Now, a lot of wrestlers have different stances, but they all kind of come from the same place. I'm going to show you one of the most basic forms and kind of point out some basic ideas of a stance that will help you to master some fundamentals. If you want to change up your stance a little bit, as long as you have these main points and main defenses and positionings covered, that's perfectly fine. Different people have different body type, longer legs, shorter legs, more flexibility, less flexibility. If you have a heavyweight, your stance is going to be different than a 106 pounder. But as a general sense, this is going to be kind of like your standard basic stance. Anyways, so right here, we're going to be standing. My feet are going to move just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and I'm going to pick a lead leg. For me, it's my right leg, and I'm going to go ahead and step that foot about a foot forward. Now, my toe and my heels, all right, this back toe right here compared to this heel right here, it's about 2 inches back. Now, from here, I should be able to rest my knee, my elbow on my knee right here. My butt should be down, and my head should be up. Not up like this, but up right here so that, if I need to down block, my head is here, my head can down block, but I can still see my opponent, and I can keep a strong neck right here. Now my hands should be in front, they should be down. My right pec is over top of my right knee. I am not directly on my toes, okay? It would be extremely exhausting to be on my toes the entire time, but I'm not completely flat-footed. I want a little bit more weight forward than I do backwards, but I can't be on my toes the entire time. Now, when I go to attack, I do want to shift my weight to my toes because that's where we can pressure off the hardest, that's where we can explode the most. From your stance right here, you should be able to move left and right, you should be able to go up and down, it shouldn't be hard. If someone came up and pushed me right now, I should be able to push back into them. If someone came up and pushed forward on me, this back leg should be able to go back to support my back pressure. And if someone pulled me forward, I should be able to move these feet forward to recover the ground that they're pulling me forward on. So 1 foot forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width. This foot's going to be a few inches in front of this toe. All right, my right pec should be kind of above my knee. My hand should be in front. My back is bent over, but not bent over like this. And my head should be, and my eyes should be able to see my opponent. A lot of common mistakes I see with new wrestlers is their stances will be with their butt down like they're squatting, or they're a linebacker for football, and they'll have their butt down like this and their chest up like this. Now there's a lot of weight right now on my heel. I cannot move very well right here, and he is this leg is a very vulnerable target. My head is now back because I'm arching, where if my head's here, I can down block, move this head back, whereas if I'm here and he shoots on my leg, it's going to be a lot harder. There's a lot of weight on this foot, harder to move it. I'm using my quads a lot more. That's going to be exhausting after a while. I also tend to see a lot of wrestlers where their feet are almost directly in line, and this foot back here is turned 90 degrees. This is also a bad position. If you were to pull on this arm right here, I have no support this way. If you were to pull on this arm, I have no support this way. Now, if you drive back into me, I have support that way, and if you try to pull me forward, it's not that I don't have support that way, but it's not good support. Either way, I'm extremely vulnerable left and right, and this leg's directly in front of me. If you were to shoot at this leg, it would be very hard to down block right here with this leg in front. It's not a good position to be in. So lastly, your position is extremely important in wrestling. Half the time, you stop things, you stop shots, attacks, whatever it is, it's just because you're in good position. The reason we use hand fighting is to get somebody out of position. The reason we use face is to get somebody out of position. So if you hold good position the entire time, you're minimizing the amount of time that